What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a very special State Fair edition of Eats, Treats,
and Feats.
I'm Pickett. Joining me as always is Matt and Mark, or as I like to call them, 2M. I don't call them that.
That's good. He has never called us that before in his life.
Ever.
But it's being copyrighted now.
Yep.
As we speak.
So we're going to do this thing. What we've done is we've collected various foods from throughout the fair. We've got some items on a stick. We've got some items in like bowls. And of course, we've got some treats. And then to finish it all off, we've got a feat that Mark is going to attempt. And we'll get into that in just a little bit. But starting over here, we've got Moink Balls. I'm not going to explain it yet. We've got a regular corn dog, Cheddar Brat corn dog, candied bacon on a stick, poutine, or a Philly steak poutine, pierogies
with bacon.
We've also got deep fried key lime pie, deep fried Oreos, and deep fried ice cream. Everything. So we're gonna get right into this and start trying out some food, starting with Moink Balls. Gentlemen, procure your balls.
Run away ball.
All right. Shall we?
Ball power activates.
So the Moink Ball is basically a beef meatball wrapped in bacon, smoked, and then covered in barbecue sauce.
Yep. And if it sounds amazing, that's because it is.
Is it finger licking good?
Yes.
It makes me go moink.
I don't even know what that means.
Moink.
You get a really good flavor of the meatball,
Yes,
but
you
the
do.
bacon and the sauce are smoky, and it adds that extra layer of flavor that just makes it hot.
All right, now, this is the
Cheddar Brat.
Johnsonville Cheddar Brat made into a corn dog.
Can't go wrong.
I'm not 100% sold on it.
It's bland.
Yeah.
They were a lot better last weekend.
That's weird.
I mean,
They had a lot more flavor last. I don't know.
I want to like it.
You have barbecue sauce in your hands.
It's fine. It just adds flavor to this because it needs it.
I mean, it's not bad. It doesn't taste bad.
No.
I mean, if I was given one, I would eat it.
And be happy.
Yeah, it's a good corn dog, but this one lacks flavor.
I agree. I'm gonna start preparing the next dog.
The corn dog part was very good. It had a really good, it had that steak nice carny corn dog flavor. Because like if you go to a restaurant or something, they never get it right. It has to have the basic sanitary conditions legally necessary for it to taste wonderful.
The batter had the nice sweetness to it. I will give
It
them
does,
that.
yeah. No, the batter, honestly, the batter
batter's on
portion,
point.
the breading was perfect. Like,
can't
the
really-
inside was just plain. It tastes like a cheese corn dog.
And you can't really blame the stand for where the brat is lacking.
I don't know. Whose job is it to pick the brat?
I mean, we don't know on the last day of the fair they're still selling Johnsonville Blocks.
It's a valid point.
This is true.
Alright, so moving right along, the next stick item.
Stick item.
Item on the stick.
Last item on a stick, or not last, next item on a stick is a regular corn dog. Which tastes better than the brat.
Which is sad because it's the same stand, but the hot dog really comes through in that.
You know why? It's a good hot dog.
It's true.
Or it's a really crappy hot dog. It just has a lot of flavor. I don't know.
So yeah, as far as corn dogs go, I think it's a pretty good corn dog.
It's a wonderful corn dog. Very good corn dog.
Alright. For our final item on a stick, this is the item I'm probably most excited about.
Definitely.
And that is candied bacon on a stick. Now, I don't know if you see this, but we couldn't just get one. There's no way.
Our powers must combine.
Gentlemen,
They touched my stick.
we're 12.
Oh my god.
Well,
So it's a good thing, we bought 3 of these.
Yep.
One would not have survived Pickett.
Nope.
And Mark would have fought him for it.
Indeed.
And I would have ate the rest of the food.
Basically with this, you hear candied bacon on a stick. And you think, okay, so sweet and bacon, it's got to be good, right? Like, how would that go wrong? And you're absolutely right. There's no way you can go wrong with one of these.
I agree with him. I have nothing else to add.
Other than to keep eating?
I can say nothing.
You know what? The bite I just got, it was cooked to a point where it was like caramelized on the very edge. And that crunch just, oh my God. Yeah, I want to open
just keep
a
going.
stand in my
Yeah.
house with just this.
All right, I'm going to come back to that.
Yeah, you can come back to that, Mark.
Yes. All right. Okay, next up, we have poutine. So a traditional poutine, as per a Canadian, would be fries, cheese curds, gravy, which is what we have here. But in addition to that, we've also got Philly steak meat and onions and peppers. We have 4 forks. Why? I don't know. There's only 3 of us.
So try to get a little of everything if you possibly can. Yeah, it's going to be messy. It's the way it's going to be.
That's going right in.
Oh, on your shirt.
Always.
I didn't think I was going to like the gravy. But I like it.
Holy cow.
So this is considered street food in Canada.
Really?
Yes, they have poutine carts that are on the roads, the way that we have, like, you know, tacos when you're down south, like street tacos and stuff.
Yeah.
You can literally just go up and get like a thing of poutine.
So what you're saying is this is a Canadian taco.
Yes.
Mark, grab another bite if you want one.
Yeah, let me get another one of those. That is fantastic. All the different flavors coming together.
Moving along our adventure of fair food, we've got pierogies. Pierogies are potato inside of pasta, usually covered in butter. In this case, some bacon, and they serve it with sour cream.
Don't get it all over your face.
Some white stuff on you.
All right, gentlemen, grab your fork, grab yourself a pierogi, and I'll put some sour cream.
Yeah, you will.
But don't anybody eat it just yet.
Put your cream on me, Pickett.
It's lost all the bacon.
There's still some on
Matt,
there.
move your lemonade, please. Thank you.
All right, here we go. Pierogies.
Yeah. Thoughts?
I think Pickett's going to have a big reaction over here.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of pierogies in my life. I've made them home. I've had them in Canada, which is they're pretty popular up in Canada. I've had them in a lot of places. This is by far probably the worst one I've ever had.
I'm glad
And I'll tell you why. It's not the flavor. The flavor was on point. The pasta portion was not fully cooked. And it was, I felt like, my mouth felt like I had just like sucked on a stick of butter. Yeah.
I actually got the kind of the opposite reaction. Mine on the outside edge was so overcooked it was crunchy. Like not in a crisp way, but in an
I see what you're saying.
overcooked.
I think we're in the same, yeah, no, we're in the same boat. Under overcooked, it could be either or.
And Matt?
See, well, my problem with it wasn't really the pasta. It felt like I ate a mouthful of a bag of instant potatoes.
I can see that.
Like it felt like I took a bag of instant potatoes, cooked them in the microwave, opened it up, and just went out into the bag of instant potatoes.
The butter flavor was on point.
It was.
That was about the only flavor that really came through though. Everything else was just meh.
Kind of, yeah.
It was there.
It was there, but
I mean, it could have been worse. It could always be worse.
We're gonna move right along. It's time for treats. Now, what that means is we're gonna dip into some
Of Matt's favorite food.
Hooray!
deep fried confections. We're gonna start off with a deep fried key lime pie on a stick.
I'm gonna
Because,
move this in front of you guys.
oh my goodness.
So, having tried this a few days ago, I will say your best bet is just to dig in and get a good chunk off of there.
Guess what? You're an associate producer now. Congratulations.
Welcome to the show.
That's
Might want to use like a fork
Not
to
going to be a thing.
kind of hold it when you pull it out. At least that middle portion, 'cause that's gonna.
Gosh. I think you want the small one?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that very. Are we ready, boys? All right, so deep fried key lime pie. I've never had key lime pie.
1, 2, 3, eat.
So, as I stated before, I've never had key lime pie, but I will now. This is delicious.
I'm not a fan of key lime pie, so I withhold any judgment.
That's fair.
Being, I guess, the only person at the table who has had key lime pie in the past, both frozen varieties and fresh in Florida, that was, I will say it's better than middle of the road, but not the best key lime pie. However, the flavor and the tartness of the lime really shine through over the sugar.
Yes, it was not overly sweet, believe it or not. I'm slowly slipping into a food coma. I apologize.
You've got 2 things left.
I know.
We have now, for your consideration, deep fried Oreos. A staple of fair food across the land.
Yes,
And on a stick.
they are
On a stick.
toothpicks.
There's a theme. Should be.
All right.
Here we go.
Are we doing the?
Ah, there we go. Yeah.
Take
touch
it
our
and
sticks.
sink it.
I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not the biggest fan.
There is a lot of taste of batter,
Yes.
which in some things is good. In this, not so much.
Those two.
I'm gonna look like a cocaine addict. It's fine. This is gonna be a thing. You're gonna go crazy trying to build this.
All right.
So this was not your guys' favorite?
No, the batter flavor comes through a lot, but
Anybody?
the
I will eat it.
Oreo takes a back seat to the batter, and that's not the way it should be.
I actually think we got deep fried Oreos earlier this week from a just a straight up carny looking vendor, and it was actually much better.
Yes. I still enjoy them.
They're good, but comparatively speaking, the ones we had earlier this week
We're better.
were better. And I agree with them. There's just too much dough.
Yeah.
They would have cut down the amount of dough. I think it would have been much more
Or
balanced.
even
It
if it was,
feels like they fried them too long.
and to be fair,
Too
the
high.
stand also had dough Oreos, which are the Oreos packed into some cookie dough and then deep fried. I think that would be better because you get more flavor that way.
Well, you have a more inside to outside ratio. So speaking of inside to outside ratio, our final treat.
What is this ball?
This is deep fried ice cream.
Hopefully it's not too melted by this point, but
It is probably pure liquid milk at this point in time.
Yep, you are not wrong. I'm just gonna see. Look at Paul.
Looks like a ball sack. Pulls like a ball sack.
Wait a minute.
is that some ice cream at the
There's
tip?
some ice cream on the tip.
Just the tip. And it's
It might
white.
still be frozen.
All right.
I'm gonna doubt that. But I'm just gonna.
Yeah, just. Oh
gosh.
Oh,
We should have done this
Hold
first.
the bowl.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so at this point we're just gonna be eating soggy batter. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. What is this little chunk of something in the middle?
The frozen.
I'm trying my best here. It's just
So, for future reference, if we do deep fried ice cream again, we need to buy 2 orders. One before the show, for the viewing, and one for the actual eating. You know, I don't enjoy that at all.
no.
That's terrible.
So in the middle was Rice Krispie treat.
Is that what it was?
To be fair, I understand why they did that.
It's to hold the stick.
No. Years ago, I worked at Carlos and Kelly's. When I did, we had fried ice cream on the menu. And what they would do is they would take a ball and roll it in something crunchy, normally like cornflakes. That way you get this crunch of fries. That's what they're trying to achieve there, is to keep it with a crunch.
I got you.
It didn't work as well, but that was the whole point of that. I almost feel like we started too good and we just fell downward afterward. Am I the only one that, the further we got, the more disappointed we
Yes,
got?
absolutely.
I think for future fair going, we should get the fried fruits from a variety of places.
Definitely.
So that way, if we get
that's a good
where
point.
the batter is an issue, so because it seemed like the batter is just continually mediocre.
And to be fair, the fried ice cream could be good if it's still frozen when you eat it.
Yeah, yeah.
Ours was thawed,
And that was partially our fault.
Yeah, but
so I can't blame the stand 100% for that. We can't know for sure either way.
so the show is called Eats.
Treats,
And Feats.
Now, we've had Eats,
treats.
but we haven't had
Feats.
until right now. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Mega Euro. Now, is it much of a feat for the three of us to share this? Absolutely not. What is going to be a feat is for Mark to eat the entire thing by himself, after eating everything else we've just eaten. That's going to make this, well, I couldn't do it on my best day.
To be fair, I can eat one of these as a meal.
Sure.
I've never eaten this much beforehand and then taken one on. This will be interesting.
I'm very curious to see how this goes down.
So before I dig in, to give everyone just the update, the Mega Euro is a normal Euro but with double the meat and on a 9-inch pita instead of, I think, a standard 6.
Right.
So it's bigger, it's double the meat, so there's a lot more to it.
And it's heavy.
It is. It is extremely heavy and it will fall out the end, I already know.
It's all right. Do it, do it, do it, do it.
There you go.
Oh, dripping down your beard.
Nothing wrong with that. It's all part of the game.
And he's like, no.
I find him instantly regretting that decision.
No, he's good. He's good. You know, you want us to go order you another one, Mark? So, Pickett,
Yes.
we were talking about your team. I decided to go with the classic fair stand-in, and so did Mark, of a lemonade shake-up. After experimenting with several different stands, we found quite possibly the best one belonged to, and I'm going to butcher their name, but as soon as Mark is done eating, he's going to pronounce it.
Well, I'm going to take a guess. They've never really told me. but it looks like it's me hands.
And if not,
Yeah.
they
I'm
can
sorry?
tell us.
So I have to say with the gyro, there are three components to me that make a really good gyro. The seasoning of the meat,
Yep.
the sauce,
Yes.
and the flavor of the tomatoes and onions combined. Because you'll get some tomatoes that don't work well with onions. The Greek stand here has outside, well, I should say inside the fair, absolutely the best gyro. One of the best outside of the fair as well. The meat is perfectly seasoned and spiced without being overboard. The tzatziki sauce is nice, smooth, creamy, little sweetness to balance out the meat. And the tomatoes and onions they get here just work so well together. It all just comes together into a magical gyro.
Well, there you have it, folks.
So, final thoughts on the fair food. What were your favorites? What were your least favorites? Start with Pickett.
Absolute favorite, candied bacon. I'm pretty sure that's going to go across the board probably. For me, candied bacon, absolutely. Absolute worst, deep fried ice cream. And it would have been the Oreo for me, but the ice cream is just...
Not good.
But again, that may have been our fault and not theirs.
And that's actually what I was going to get to in my best and worst. I'm going to agree with Pickett on this one. The candied bacon probably brings it home for me for the foods that we tried on this show. The deep fried Oreos. Actually, I'm going to say the deep fried Oreos, mostly because I don't like key lime pie to start with. So it was nasty as, you know.
Oh gosh.
Way to go. Way to go.
And then
I know, you guys like shook.
That's weird. Like an earthquake.
after tremors, man. And the deep fried ice cream was just, it wasn't a thing. So I'm just going to put the Oreos as the worst.
I don't want to sound like a parrot this time, because yes, the candy bacon was great. I have to say though, as a huge fan of key lime pie, that was probably my favorite dish we had. Absolute worst, I'm gonna actually, it's weird because I suggested that we tried the Bratwurst corn dogs, but those did not live up to what they were a week ago. And that was severely disappointing today.
There you have it, folks.
Any final thoughts?
We'll be back next year.
Unfortunately, you won't be able to get out here to get this food until next year, but keep all this in mind. We'll probably post the episode again
Closer to the
as a
fair.
reminder for everybody.
Yeah.
From the bottom of our hearts
And
we would-
stomachs.
and stomachs, we would like to thank Lacey Heating and Air for being one of our sponsors.
That's right. Well, that concludes everything. Huge shout out to Lacey Heating and Air, one of our sponsors, for sponsoring this episode. Also, check out all of our future content. You're gonna like us, subscribe to us so you get all those awesome notifications. Make sure you hit that bell button. If we're on YouTube.
We are.
So we're on YouTube. So again, I'm Pickett,
I'm Matt.
I'm Mark.
and this has been a very fun episode of Eats.
Treats.
And Feats.
We'll see you next time.